You say this meeting is long.
Please, we're in court. Thank you so much. All right. I'm ready. You may call the first case, Ms. Bradfield.
Good afternoon, everyone. Daphne Bradfield, P70578, on behalf of the traffic docket. The first case is Mr. Jeremy Andrews. State your name for the record.
Good afternoon, Jeremy Andrews.
All right, thank you, Mr. Andrews. I have the following matters for you. I have case numbers 18334-755, counts 1 and 2. And I also have case number U45160918. State your name for me, Mr. Andrews.
Jeremy Andrews.
All right, thank you. How are we proceeding, counsel?
Your Honor, these matters are scheduled for trial. The officer has failed to appear in these matters. We would like to make a motion to dismiss all three.
All right, very good. I don't see any officers that have checked in. Ms. Mack, did anyone sign in or check in?
No, ma'am.
All right, then I am granting your motion. I'm dismissing the matters without prejudice. Thank you for your patience, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Your Honor.
Attorney Warfield, I just realized that you are on today. What case are you here on?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I am here for Mr. Ahmed Aldalimi. I had a chance to speak with Mr. Rosenthal. There were two matters before you today. One was an arraignment, the other was a hearing. We actually were able to come to a resolution for both, so I'm not sure if he was able to send that over
Tell your
to
client's last name for me.
ALDELEMY.
Oh, I have it. Very good. Is your client on?
No, I would ask if we could waive his presence. We did see that one of them was a civil infraction. We didn't see the other one, so we told him he didn't have to appear.
Okay, so what happened with what's going on with the misdemeanor?
So the misdemeanor was for no insurance. I was able to provide proof of insurance. Our client did have insurance that day. He just didn't have the card. So I presented that to Mr. Rosenthal. He said that he'll dismiss that and then amend the speeding to a blockading.
All right, very good. Just because the arraignment matter, the misdemeanor is being dismissed, I'm going to waive your client's appearance this time, but usually on misdemeanors, they must appear in court, okay?
Absolutely, yes, Your Honor.
All right, I have the following: SP 129-95231, SP 129-94951. Your appearance again for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391, on behalf of Mr. Aldalimi.
All right, very good. And you're appearing with his permission, is that
with his
correct?
permission and authority, yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Your client has been charged with a civil infraction for speeding 1 to 5 miles per hour over the speed limit, and you have indicated that the prosecuting attorney is willing to amend that to blockading traffic. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And so can you just read the face of the charge into the record for the court if you have it?
Let me see if I have it, Your Honor, for 1 second.
That's okay. Just on the date and time in question in the city of Detroit, did your client, was he driving 1 to 5 miles per hour over the posted speed limit?
Yes, he was, Your Honor.
All right, I'm accepting that plea of responsible on behalf of your client. I'm amending the charge to blockading traffic. The fine will be set at $175. The remaining matter will be dismissed upon payment of this fine. How quickly can your client get it paid?
Can we have 2 weeks, Your Honor? I'm sure he'll have it done by the end of the week, but he's asking for 2 weeks to be sure.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to put it on my docket as an adjourn to pay, and that date will be May 23rd, 2022, and that will be at 10:30. As long as it gets done, you do not have to appear. Your client does not have to appear. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. All right. Who do we have up next? Ms. Bradfield?
You're muted, Ms. Bradfield.
Oh, you're muted, Ms. Bradfield.
I don't know if there's any other dismissals ready for anyone else.
I have a dismissal, but we can.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Ficus. Let's do a dismissal.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would call Odai El Rifo.
All right, wasn't he on this morning?
He was, Judge. He had a job interview today, and so he was on and
Okay.
off, and he apologized to this court for,
No, I wanted him to go to his job interview, absolutely. All right, very good, and I hope you got the job. All right, let me place your case number on the record. SP 119-49851. State your full name for me, sir.
Odai Musla Arifu.
Thank you, and good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you too.
All right, counsel, how are we proceeding?
well, Judge, this might be a great date for the gentleman who had a job interview today, and because he showed compliance, there's a recommendation to dismiss. We join in that recommendation, and we stipulate the probable cause.
All right, this is a good day. I am dismissing your matter without prejudice, sir. Enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Thank
All
you,
right.
sir.
All right, you're very welcome. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
All
Have a
right,
good day.
Mr. Vikings and Ms. Bradfield, who do we have up next?
I have Jemiah Adams.
Ms. Adams needs to get in the, or Mr. Adams, I'm sorry, has to get into the screen. There you go. I have case number 212-855-721. Sir, please state your full name.
Jemiah Adams.
All right, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you too.
All right, how are we proceeding? Ms. Bradfield?
Your Honor, for purpose of arraignment, he stand mute and waive formal readings.
All right, you may proceed.
Your Honor, Mr. Adams is aware of his jury trial rights. However, he would like to ask that this matter be set for a bench trial. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
All right, very good. Then I am going to set the matter for bench trial. Bench trial will take place on May 27th, 2022, and that's going to be at 1:00 p.m. by way of Zoom, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Your Honor, next week, I'm sorry, Your Honor, next we have Miss Shanita Ali.
All right, Ms. Ali. I have the following for Ms. Ali. I have case numbers SP 123-1874, counts 1 and 2. And yes, those are the only two matters I have for Ms. Ali.
Yes, Your Honor. Robert Fikens on behalf of Miss Ali. Ma'am, state your name for the record, please.
Shahida
Your last name, ma'am.
Ali.
Your Honor, my client wishes to avail herself of the offer made in this case. She'll be tendering a plea of guilty on the suspended license charge, asking the court to reduce that to fail to display and dismiss the other matter.
All right, very good. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You can place your hand down. Mr. Fikens, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, you understand that you have in both these matters a right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to give up that right and tender a guilty plea on one of the matters today, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You're breaking up a little bit, ma'am. Are you doing so freely and voluntarily,
Yes, the phone
ma'am?
breaking up. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Sure. Are you making this decision freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised you anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No.
Ma'am, on the date and time of the citation, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Can you repeat that? The phone had froze.
Sure, I understand. On the date and time of the citation, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Was I driving? Yes.
Yes, in Detroit.
Yes.
And when stopped by a police officer and asked to produce a valid license, you could not do so because your license was suspended at the time, correct?
Yes.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor, both as to a constitutional waiver and the factual basis.
I'm satisfied as well. I'm accepting your plea of guilty. I'm amending the charge to failure to display a valid operator's license. I'm assessing our cost in the amount of $195, and the fine will be $25. When can you get this matter paid in full, ma'am?
Like 2 weeks.
Okay, I am going to give you until, I'll do June 6th, okay? Get it paid before June 6th. So I'm
Okay.
bringing this matter back for review on June 6, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid, you don't have to appear. Your other case will be dismissed. But if you don't get it paid in full before that date, you need to come back to court. Otherwise, I'm gonna set everything aside, okay?
Okay, and where do I come to pay it?
You can come into the court, you can go online, and you can call my clerk to make sure you get the full amount, okay?
Okay.
Okay, do you need that number?
Yeah.
Okay, Ms. Wilson, can you put it in the chat for her?
Hold on one second.
We're breaking up. She's gonna put it in the chat for you, okay? It's there.
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you, ma'am. Enjoy your day.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Right, who do we have up next?
I have Mr. Ali Anderson.
Anderson, okay, yes. I have case number SP 1240841, counts 1 and 2. Counsel,
For purposes of arraignment, he stand mute and wait for more readings.
thank you. Mr. Anderson, state your full name for me.
Ali Anderson.
Thank you, and good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
All right, counsel,
Your Honor, there's a recommendation that if he was to plead to driving wrong way on a one-way street, that it'll be amended to blockading traffic and his misdemeanor charge will be dismissed. Is that your understanding of the offer, Mr. Anderson?
Yes, ma'am.
all right, very good. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. You may proceed, Attorney Bradfield.
Mr. Anderson, you are aware that you could ask that this matter be set for a trial and a formal hearing, correct?
Yes.
You do understand that if you enter a responsible plea, that you give up your rights to a formal hearing and or trial,
Yes.
and you are doing so freely and knowingly accepting this offer and
Yes,
entering the plea without anyone forcing you to do so. Is that correct?
that's correct.
On the date and time in question, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And you was driving your vehicle on the wrong way on a one-way street, is that correct?
Yes.
And you were stopped by a city of Detroit police officer.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. I'm accepting his plea of guilty. Attorney Bradfield, what did you say the charge will be amended to?
Blockading traffic.
All right, and so I am amending the charge, and it's his plea of responsible. And I am amending the charge to blockading traffic. I'm assessing the statutory fine in the amount of $175. When can you get this paid, sir?
Less than 30 days. So,
Okay. All right, I'm going to put this on my docket for a review. I'll put it on for June. Let's do June 2nd, 2022. And I'll put it on for 10:30. Get it paid before that date and time. You don't have to come back to court. If for some reason you don't get it paid, you do have to return to court, because otherwise I'm going to set aside everything we did today, okay?
okay.
All right, very good. Thank you for your patience, sir.
Yeah. Have a good day.
You too. All right, are there any more traffic matters?
No, Your Honor.
No,
All right.
Your Honor.
Wonderful. I'm going to call the remainder of my docket, and then Ms. Robbs, I will be ready for your one case that's in my courtroom. And actually, I probably need to call that one case now, because this is going to involve the Wayne County Jail, and I want to make sure we meet their timelines. And so I have for Ms. Cameron, I'm going to add her to my docket, Ariel Cameron, case number Z8083171, case number 217318781. If you could put Ms. Cameron where I can see her. Good afternoon, Ms. Cameron.
Good afternoon,
State your name for the record, please.
Ariel Cameron.
All right, thank you. Ms. Cameron, we had the opportunity to speak in staffing with I had the opportunity, all of us, to speak with Ms. Robbs. And it is my understanding that your confirmation came back confirmed for marijuana. And so Ms. Cameron, I already told you how I was going to respond when that confirmation came back, because I gave you more than ample time to tell the court the truth. And I told you, once I get the science, I don't need your response. And so, Ms. Cameron, is there anything you want to say to me? If not, you are going to the Wayne County Jail. I indicated that I was sending you for 5 days. I indicated in staffing that I wouldn't send you the whole 5 days, but you are going to the Wayne County Jail, most definitely. And so is there anything that you want to say to the court before I give my decision as to how many days you're going to spend in jail?
I apologize for disappointing you.
No, you know what, Ms. Cameron, it's not that I'm disappointed. What has really pushed me to the place where you are going to jail is that I have explained to you over and over again, I'm here to help you, not to punish you. I'm here to help you, not to punish you. But you have to be honest with me about what you're doing so that I can help you. When you're not honest, then you keep me from being able to do my job. And that's where punishment, that's where sanction comes in, because I'm not going to let you interfere with my ability to do my job. And that's what happens when you're not being truthful. And so, no, you don't owe me an apology. I really think you owe yourself an apology, because you have so much going for you. You have so many positive things happening in your life. And all you had to do was be honest. And you would not have been going to jail at that time. I would have looked at, okay, what are some adjustments that we need to make? What are some therapeutic adjustments we need to make? What are some different things that we need to do? Ms. Robs would have had some recommendations, but you didn't give me that opportunity because you said, no, Judge, I didn't do anything. And so now, it's not me you owe an apology to. You owe an apology to yourself, because you really treated yourself bad in this situation. You really did. You shouldn't even have to go to jail, but you are going. You are. Ms. Robs, Mr. Reed asked what were her days off. Were you able to ascertain what days she has off?
Your Honor, I was able to speak with Ms. Cameron. She indicated, Your Honor, that she works 7 days a week.
All right, so
I did ask.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I did ask her to provide her schedule of her job, to fax it over to me. So we are definitely trying to get that.
I mean, Ms. Robs, if she works 7 days a week, that means no day is gonna work for her. So she going to jail today. She works 7 days a week. Ms. Cameron knew that before she stood, right? And before she engaged in the activity. And she knew that before she stood right there in that courtroom in the same spot she's standing today. When I told you that I would be more interested in helping you as opposed to sanction, and you still stood right there and you were not truthful. No, ma'am. Mr. Reed, what do you want to say to me?
Judge, I spoke on this case in staffing, and I suggested some alternatives, and I'd like to put those on the record, and then I'd like to say, I asked that the court not send Ms. Cameron to jail. I suggested maybe the marijuana class as an alternative. I also suggested that she might sit in the courtroom. I know she's been down there a couple of days, that maybe she could sit in the courtroom today until 3 or 4 o'clock, and that would serve as a jail sentence. And then I also suggested that maybe if she had a day off, that she could go to jail on her day off. I've just heard that she works 7 days a week. My suggestion now is that she be allowed to talk to her employer to schedule a day off so that she would not be a no-show. If she's a no-show, she's more likely to be terminated from her job as opposed to a planned day off. So I understand the court is going to send her to jail, but I would like for her to be able to talk to her employer to see if she could schedule a day off and not be a no-show, not be someone who just does not show up for work and is terminated for not showing up to work. So I understand she's going to jail, Judge. I would just like to ask for an opportunity that she schedule something with her employer so that she not lose her job.
Well,
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you so much, Mr. Reed. What I am going to say is that there are telephones in the courthouse available. You need to call your boss. When are you scheduled to report to work?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock tonight?
Yes.
Okay, call your boss and tell them you're not gonna make it in. I gave you every opportunity, Ms. Cameron. No, ma'am. I did. I gave you every single opportunity. Yes, Ms. Rives?
Your Honor, Ms. Cameron did state to me that, she did indicate her mother was sick and had a stroke. She's been here, Your Honor, since 8 this morning. And Ms. Cameron is showing some concerns with regard to her mother, Your Honor. I do concur with Attorney Reed, but I would ask, Your Honor, that she is allowed to talk to her employer and schedule a different day. But she does have to go and get her mother. That's been something that, she's put on record, Your Honor. She has expressed that concern. I would ask.
See, Ms. Rives and Mr. Reed, I understand, I don't mind being the bad guy today. I'm gonna be that, because we had all of these discussions when Ms. Cameron was on my record last week, and I gave her every opportunity to come clean, Ms. Cameron, to come clean. And so while I believe that as your mother, if your mother is sick, you should be there to help with your mother. While you have a job and you have a good job now, I want you to have that job. But I talked to you about all of those things when you were with me last week. You stood right there and continued your shenanigans about you were around your friends, and I even told you, Miss Cameron, the science says, I know your little friends told you can get a contact high and you'll test positive for marijuana. The science says no. I told you that. I told you it's a myth. You stood there. And even so, and here's the reason I'm so glad the science dispels that myth, because even if that's the case, if you know you're not supposed to be smoking weed and drinking alcohol, why are you hanging out with people that would blow weed or whatever into your face? Shame on you. But I gave you the opportunity. I gave you that. No, I'm not backing down. I'm sorry. I went through this ad nauseum last week, and today I'm not interested in doing it. Yes, ma'am, Ms. Rives.
Your Honor, she does also have her car here that's in a tow area. She does run the risk today, Your Honor, of her.
Why would she park her car where her car could be towed?
If she's at a parking meter, Your Honor.
Okay. So do you have somebody that can come get your car? You knew you were going to jail today, ma'am. You should have called a ride to court. You knew that once that confirmation came back, I made it very clear last week that you was going to jail if that confirmation came back positive. I made that clear.
Today, that's all.
I'm sorry.
I just didn't know that I was going today.
Oh yeah, I don't do reservations. No, I only considered it because Mr. Reed asked me, but no, I generally don't do reservations. I prepared you. I gave you all last week. From the time you left me last week, I gave you all of that time to make your arrangements, because you knew then you weren't being truthful. I don't know how to help you. I don't, Ms. Ross, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, I don't know how to help her. Because when you stand before me and you know that you're being untruthful, you need to make reservations. You need to make the plans. Don't come in here and ask me to take people into consideration and jobs into consideration and things that you need to do into consideration. You should have took that into consideration last week. But you knew you weren't being honest. That's for you to do. That's not for me to do. That's for you to do. I don't know what to tell you all. I'm not backing down.
Judge, well,
Giving her more than
I would just be repeating myself, Judge, but
okay.
I don't mind repeating myself.
I don't have to, because I'm gonna repeat myself too. You're gonna make me have to repeat myself.
Can she turn herself in tomorrow? Come in tomorrow, just get the car off the street and let the job know she won't be able to work tomorrow night.
Mr. Reed, do you understand what I'm saying to you?
I understand what you're saying.
Ms. Cameron, how old are you?
29.
29 years old.
I'll be 29 next month.
Okay, all right. Well, don't say you're 29 yet. You want to be young for as long as you can. You
She's so young, Judge.
Mr. Reed, do
She's
you
so
understand?
young, Judge. She makes mistakes, Judge.
I understand it. I understand it. But Mr. Reed, 28 years old, I gave her an opportunity to get herself together. She knew she was not telling the truth. Now you all want me to make all of these adjustments on my end. I made them last week.
We're just asking for one more day, Judge. One more day.
Your Honor, if I may also, Ms. Cameron has shown good faith, Your Honor, that she will come back. She's been down here
Yep, I believe that.
consecutively and has been here every day, Your Honor. If she is given that opportunity, I believe that she will show up tomorrow. And it will allow her, Your Honor, to also give her job ample, time so that she has that opportunity to say, I won't be in tomorrow. And she'll save her job, Your Honor, and she'll also serve her sanction. I think one thing that Ms. Cameron did indicate to me, Your Honor, is that she was terrified to tell you the truth. She did state that to me.
But why? When out of my mouth, I said, Ms. Cameron, if you tell me the truth, jail is off the table. I'm not sending you to jail. I said that to you last week, Ms. Cameron. That was the time to tell me you already had 2 or 3 positive alcohols, 2 tests of positive marijuana. That was the time to tell me everything I needed to hear, because I had already taken jail off the table, and I told you that. Listen, this is the best I'm gonna do. This is the best, and I'm done. I'm gonna let her come back and report tomorrow at 8:30. If she comes in at 8:35, I'm gonna send her to jail for the rest of the week. I'm gonna give her until 8:30 in the morning to come in. You make arrangements for your mother, you make arrangements for your job, because you are going to jail. Understood? Now, if you don't come back tomorrow at 8:30, we're gonna send somebody out to get you. And then you'll be there until I can get to you, okay?
I will return at 8:30. May I please just ask you one question?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please let me know when I can tell my job that I'll return back to work?
I'm only gonna send you for one day, even though I should be sending you 5 for all of those screens that you had that were positive. I'm only sending you one day. But I think you need to understand that your ability to tell the truth so that we can help you, I'm still gonna help you. So I'm gonna do one day in jail, and then you're going to be reassessed, and we'll make some, Miss Robs, there'll be some, I'm certain, some therapeutic recommendations, and we'll go with those. But you're gonna do one day. I'm still not sending you to 5, but you're going to jail. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So I'll put her on, I'll leave her on my docket. Actually, she's scheduled on my docket already for tomorrow at 8:35. She needs to be in at 8:30. And she's gonna go to the Wayne County Jail tomorrow, and she'll be released on Wednesday. She'll be released on Wednesday. Early enough for you to go to work if you're working at 7:00 p.m.
Yes, I work 7 to 7.
All right. Ms. Cameron, I hope that you learned something from this experience, ma'am. I hope you learned something. Because all you had to do was be honest, and you wouldn't even be in this boat. Wouldn't even be here. All right, I'm gonna see you in the morning.
To be more honest with you furthermore.
Okay, I want you to, because I'm not here to hurt you, ma'am. I'm here to help you. You drinking and smoking, there's something going on. I'd rather have a therapist address that than to have you sitting in jail, because nobody's gonna address it in jail. Nobody's gonna address that issue in jail. I would rather have last week had you on the 1-800 number, or have Ms. Rob speaking with your counselor saying, listen, she hit a bump in the road. Do you have any recommendations after you meet with her? Can you reach back to me and tell me, do you have some recommendations? That's what I would have preferred. And maybe the counselor would have said, yeah, I have her journaling, or she needs to do an extra meeting, or I don't know what the therapist would have said, because now we've lost that time because you weren't honest. So let's try it again. Next go round. I'm seeing you in the morning, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Take care. Thank you, Ms. Robs. Thank you, Mr. Reed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge. I didn't mean to repeat myself so many times, Judge,
Okay.
but I have to represent my client. Thank you.
Oh, no. Represent your client. I need you to. Let's do it. I am going to schedule my show causes for the remainder of the docket. Ms. Mack, that is going to be on Wednesday, May 25th. And what time is the show cause?
Give me 1 second, please. Show causes are scheduled at 1:35.
All right, very good. I have the following matters. Anything that is going to be capious will be a personal bond unless stated otherwise by the court. I'm on the 1:30 docket. I have for George Adams, U602-49121. That is going to be a show cause. For Brittany Al Amar, SP 123-62831, SP 123-62801, show cause. For Bent Al Nasiri, SP 124-1844, counts 1, 2, and 3. Also SP 124-18561 for, I'm sorry, for Brittany, did I skip somebody? I did, hold on. For Brittany Al Amar, one is going to be a show cause and the other one is going to be a default judgment. And then I have for Bent Al Nasiri, I have SP 124-1844, counts 1, 2, and 3, and case number SP 124-18561. All of those will be show cause. Let's see, I'm going to the last page. I have Angela Alexander. I have case number SP 124-0921, counts 1, 2, and 3. All of those are show cause. For Yasser Ali, SP 123-8825, counts 1, 2, and 3. Count 1 will be a show cause. Counts 2 and 3 will be default judgments. For Jasar Al-Jaham, I have SP 124-1082, counts 1 and 2. Both of those will be show cause. And then for Mr. Al-Jaham, I have SP 124-09231. That is going to be a default judgment. For Larry Allen, SP 123-6823, counts 1 and 2. Those will both be show cause. And then for Mr. Allen, SP 123-8710, counts 1 and 2. They will be default judgments. For Halston Alman III, I have case number SP 124-0043, counts 1, 2, and 3. All of those will be show cause. For Jamel Amerson, I have case numbers SP 124-180, counts 1 and 2. Both will be show cause. And then for Mr. Amerson, SP 124-1954, counts 1, 2, and 3. Those will all be default judgments. For Cameron Anderson, I have SP 123-7892, counts 1 and 2, show cause. And then for Ms. Anderson, I have SP 123-7903, counts 1 and 2. Both will be default judgments. For Dion Anderson, I have case number SP 124-2334, counts 1 and 2. Both will be show cause. And then for Anderson, SP 124-2321, counts 1 and 2. And case number SP 124-2321, count 3. All of those will be default judgments. For Dominique Anderson, SP 123-9071, counts 1, 2, and 3. All of those will be show cause. And then for Anderson, SP 123-9072, counts 1 and 2. They will both be default judgments. For Kiera Anderson, SP 123-9640, counts 1, 2, and 3. All will be show cause. For Jeremy Andrews, nope, strike that. For Kuwan Arnold, case number SP 123-5630, counts 1 and 2 are going to be show cause, and count 3, a default judgment. For Prize Ayula, SP 124-1155, count 2 is going to be a show cause, and count 3 is a default judgment. That ends the docket. Did I miss anything?
No, Judge,
Did
can you tell
not.
me the date for the show cause? I missed the date.
It is May 25th, 2022 at 1:35 p.m.
Thank you very much.
All right.
25.
Yes, thank you all. You all have been great. I'm running to my next meeting. I appreciate you all, and I will see you in the morning. Thank you, Attorney Bradfield. I appreciate you.